Is this looking Virgo-y? I think this is looking super duper Virgo-y. So I'm not sure if I said this in the intro. Bitch. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back. Today is very different. It's a little bit new. We will be talking about the astrology sign, the zodiac sign Virgo, and this will be like a makeup get ready with me, and we'll just be talking about the personality traits of Virgos and, you know, what they like and don't like, compatibility, who Virgos are compatible with other zodiac signs. You know, I'm doing this now for Virgo season because that's my season. I am a Virgo. I'm born on the 2nd of September, so I had to start this off with my season. I got this idea from Nikki Tutorials when she did her own inspired Pisces makeup tutorial, so I figured I'd do something similar like that, but like kind of dive deeper into the zodiac signs and their personality traits. If you'd like to know more about Virgos and get deeper into Virgos and see what they like, don't like, how they are and are not, please keep on watching. I am just going to do my makeup and talk. We're just going to get down to the nitty gritty, get down to Virgos, personality trait, who are they compatible with, like what statements do we agree with and don't agree with, and also famous Virgo celebrities, and you know, how good we are, how, you know, we the best zodiac sign and the whole zodiac and the whole chart and the whole wheel, okay? I know everybody else is in denial that Virgos are the best, but we really are though. Anyway, let's get down to business. Hold on, I'm getting my notes together. I'm getting my notes. Okay, I do want to get out of the way that if you are not here for either makeup or zodiac knowledge, please leave. Please get out of this chat room. Please and thank you, because I'm not going to debate with you whether or not zodiacs are real. And astrology is real and all that. Like, I just don't have time for foolishness. And also another kind of like PSA announcement is that if you don't agree with all of the things that I say or some of the things that I say, or be like, no, that's not really true, and like, you know, it's like not fake and I'm not like that and blah 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 blah, like if you disagree with like all of the information that I say in this video, please understand that your zodiac, your astrology sign, is just your sun sign. That's the overarching one. That's the season you were born in. However, you have a whole astrology chart of 12 houses, and you have multiple zodiac signs that make up the cocktail with it, which is you. Like, you are a cocktail of zodiac signs. No. Well, however, the season that you're born under is the overarching one. So the description of a Virgo won't 100% fit you, but these are current themes and consistent themes that people see in Virgos and people born in the Virgo season. So I hope that wasn't too long, but I just wanted to say that because I feel like people are so quick to be like, no, that's not me, I'm not like that, blah, 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 blah. Like, stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
Enough of my rant. So I'm going to get into the Virgo traits and facts. The season of Virgo is between August 23rd to September 22nd for tropical, not for sidereal. Sidereal is a whole other thing. If you want me to do a video on that, then I will. But that is the Virgo season. So if you're born on or between August 23rd to September 22nd, you are a Virgo. Or if you're born on the 22nd of August or September, then you're a cusp baby, which is, you're kind of like both. Virgo is the virgin, which is really like the maiden. That's when things are kind of like, because you're not like, it's not literally a virgin. It's kind of like you're experiencing things for the first time. You have a pureness to you in a way of like seeing the world in a way. And then there's more too, but it's also like just more of like an archetype. It's a type of energy. It's not actually saying that you'll probably be a virgin for the rest of your life. Like, no. Virgo is the 6th astrological sign in the whole astrology wheel, astrology year. And so we're literally like smack dab in the middle because there's obviously 12, and that's why we're the best. Okay, so the element for Virgo is earth. We're earth signs. You know, earth signs are also the best, just to let you know. And I feel like we're the best earth sign, to be honest, because like I just feel like we're more like well-rounded, and like I feel like we're the most tolerable. And our ruling planet is Mercury, which I find that super duper interesting because you wouldn't think our ruling planet is Mercury, but if you really think about it, because like Virgos can totally be like to themselves. My brows look horrendous. Oh Lord. We are very like self-sufficient, and like we can like hang out with ourselves no problem. Like we don't really get lonely. We are fine by ourselves, but we can be super communicative when we find a person that like we like really resonate with and relate to. Then like we have motor mouths that will not stop. Like literally my mom is like my most favorite person in the whole world. And like I just have a motor mouth. Like I can't like stop talking to her. I always have something to say, and luckily she doesn't mind hearing my mouth, but like I can talk to her like all day every day for the rest of my life. So I feel like that's where our Mercury energy comes from. So before I get into like the personality traits of Virgos, I found this thing online which I feel like nails us pretty much on the head in a way that's like super like not popular. It says Virgo, the disappointed goddess, which I mean, seeking goodness in humankind is the story of Virgo, and disappointment seems to be inevitable from their point of view. The first time they came from their cloud and jumped onto planet Earth, it felt like their mission is to use their existence for good, discovering ways of justice and purity in other people. Once they fail to find it too many times, Virgos will pull away, get lost, or simply separate from others to sit on a bench, criticize, and judge. That is so relatable. Like, it's not even funny. For me, like, I want humanity to do better in life, and I get so disappointed when I see the same old BS of like just people being selfish. It takes the same amount of effort to do good in life than to do bad. It takes the same amount of effort, and so like when I see people choose to do the wrong things and choose to be people who are not beneficial to the planet, like I just get so like disgruntled and so mad and, you know, disappointed and angry. And so I just felt like I related to that a lot. So let me know down below if you relate to that as well as a Virgo, because I really, really do. I feel like I need to say this loud and clear. We are summer babies, okay? Like, I am tired of people saying that we're fall babies. We're not. We're summer babies. The fall equinox is freaking September, I think either 21st or 22nd, but it's at the end of September. So everybody like born between August 23rd and September like 21st, 22nd, or 23rd, around that time, are summer babies, okay? Because I had to like get into this whole argument with this girl and like thinking that like, oh, because it's in September, like I'm not a summer baby. I'm like, baby girl, like my birthday is always like 90 something degrees. So how is my birthday not in the summer? The leaves are still on the trees. Air ain't even cold. Like, come on. Like, don't. So now we're going to get into the actual personality traits. This looks so weird. This looks so weird. I know, I'm like taking forever to like explain like why Virgos are the best. Okay, so now what is right about Virgos is that we do care about our health and well-being, and we are like more like, we like to improve ourselves. Like we like constant improvement of how we live life, of how we look, of our health and just like health, well-being. Like we are constantly on like a self-improvement journey. And if you are a Virgo and have not experienced that yet, you might just experience it in later life. That is a common thing with Virgos. It's like we constantly want to improve stuff. Like we constantly want to be better, do better, kind of just like improve our quality of life. If you've been following me for a while, I look crazy. But if you've been following me for a while, you know I've been on like my self-care, self-love journey for a very long time. I think it's like my 3rd or 4th year that I've like really taken it serious. And like I just am constantly wanting to improve my mental health and how I view myself, how I talk to myself, you know, how I, you know, just treat myself. I really want to improve until I really reach a happy state of mind. I just want to say one thing about the makeup is that I am going to take more of a brown, reddish brown approach rather than a green approach, because everybody does green and I feel like we're more fiery than just green and like beige and gray, like brown, but like just like dark brown, like a chocolate brown, and not like the warmer browns, like, because we're still summer, so we're still the hot fire. I feel like more red browns need to be like included in the makeup look. And I feel like our need for self-improvement comes from like not just like perfectionists, because like we can be perfectionists, but I also think it just comes from just like our ambition, because we're very ambitious people. We have lots of ambition and drive. Should I zoom in? I'm gonna zoom in. Hi. And like we want to be the best, you know, and we just have that drive of being the best that we can be. And I think that's where that self-improvement comes from, of wanting to just be better. I might do 2 different looks because I'm just not liking the way this one's coming out. And like we are like, I feel like one of the, if not the hardest working zodiac. We will do whatever it takes to achieve what we want to achieve and need to achieve. Like, period. Like, we'll be the one, like the last one in the gym, the last one in the office. We want to like accomplish like great things. Like for me, like I know like if I want to get something done, I like am full steam ahead. I don't see anything else. I don't look at anything else. Like I just want to get it done and get it done as best as possible in the highest quality possible. And so like, because we are super like that drive, I'm telling you, that drive just is really, really strong, especially if we're like passionate about something. Like we have to be passionate about something, because I feel like if we're not really passionate about something, then like we'll still use that hard working quality that we have, but it just won't be as strong, because like our emotions, I feel like, do drive us in a way, because we feel like we either like lack something, or we're just like I said, we like something, and because we are like emotional people, but like we don't like to show it. We are just like really, really passionate about something that we just want to give it the best crack that we have, and like just spend all of our energy on it. And also like we care about what other people like look at us as and like see us as. We're very like, okay, we want to put out this certain look and feel. It's like showing that emotion kind of is so spontaneous that you can't really hide, or you can't really edit it in a way that that's just the only thing that people see. Anyway, because of that perfectionism, like we like are like, we care about our image and like how people perceive us. And it's not like obsessive, but it is like, all right, like I don't want people to see me like this, so I'm just not gonna show my emotions. And then also like we also don't like help in like a way of like we're just like super independent people, and we don't like people to like help us if we can't take care of it ourselves. Like it'll have to be like the last resort, then you'd be like, all right, I guess I'll have this person help me. But we really, really, really don't like help. We're also like overachievers. We usually have big goals. Like we like usually are like, all right, this is what I want, and I'm going to achieve it. And then with like our logical and analytical mind, like we know relatively the steps to take in order to achieve it as well. Because like for me, like I'm such like a go-getter, like I'm an action-oriented person. Like, well, kinda. I'll explain why it's a kinda later. But I'm relatively an action-oriented person, and I can figure out the steps of how to achieve it and or do the research to figure it out. Because like for my celebrity transformation, it's like, okay, because I dropped out of high school due to like my mental health, which that will be a whole other video. And I went to Fashion Industries High School in New York and Chelsea. And so like they were teaching me like how to sew, how to pattern draft, all that stuff. But because I dropped out junior year, I didn't get all of the sewing curriculum. I didn't learn all the sewing curriculum because like I left, I dropped out. And so I missed out on a lot of like teaching of how to sew, how to draft, pattern draft, how to drape, all that stuff in like a professional way. So I have to like learn it myself through the internet. And so I like constantly am like figuring stuff out, figuring out how to accomplish this look from this celebrity, even though like these looks are made by like high luxury designers that I like that have the techniques that I didn't learn in high school because I had to bounce. So like that's kind of like a Virgo thing of like, all right, I'm gonna do it and figure it out and accomplish these things because you have this either analytical way or we have like a thirst to learn, which I'll also touch on later. I feel like this is like a bad bitch eye. So I'm probably going to do something like that on the other eye. So moving on, another personality trait of Virgos. We love money. We love money. All earth signs love money. Like we freaking like, yes. Our finances are very, very, very important. You ain't gonna mess with my check. You ain't gonna mess with what I need to do to get my money. Especially like with earth signs, because earth signs are about harvest, about growing, fertility, plentifulness. So the earth represents wealth anyway. If you do tarot, the pentacles is the earth sign in the tarot cards in the tarot system, and pentacles is money. It was the money back in the day in like old Europe or whatever. Yeah, but I feel like money is important to us in like a different way other than having it, but because we are such independent people that money represents independence. You know, fulfill my own needs that I have. Okay, this is like a little bit too pink. Like freedom, accomplishment as well. It's like if you don't play like sports or anything that you win medals in, money is also like a sign of like accomplishment and winning, because we can't be super competitive people. We really, really can be. Also, because we have like busy minds as Virgos, like we have to always have a project, always have a goal, always have a task, because like we don't like feel like useful almost if we don't have some type of task. I know I feel that way. I've seen other Virgos feel that way. It's just like we need something to do, and we're persistent as well, especially if it's about like a goal, a task, something to accomplish, something to complete. We can be like super strong-willed and like, because I know like for me, like don't tell me no, don't tell me that I can't do something, because then I want to do it and I'm going to figure out how to do it, and then I'm going to accomplish it and complete it. Like, don't tell me no, I cannot do it, because I'm going to figure out a way to do it and do it well. Don't do that, because you're going to start something that you can't finish. Also, we're dedicated. We can be very dedicated people to a project, to a goal, and also to people. I'm a very dedicated person. As Virgos, we give out the best advice. Like, if you need advice for something, ask a Virgo, because we usually have the right answer. Even if we've never been through that situation before, I've never done what you're asking for, we usually have the best answer. I will say 99.999999999999999% of the time, we are usually correct. It's usually the best advice that you'll ever hear in your entire life. However, we can be sometimes like cocky or like a know-it-all in knowing that we're like always right, to the point that like we can kind of be like, all right, like you need to listen to me, and if you do anything else, like you suck and your life is going to fail. Because I've heard and seen, because I did like some research before this, because I didn't want to speak just from my experience being a Virgo, but like people be like, Virgos can be controlling, and I feel like that's not true. Like I don't feel like we're controlling. I just feel like we do give like ultimatums, or we'll like be like, all right, well, your life's gonna suck if you don't take my advice. Like we can be like that, but I don't think we're controlling. We can be naggy and nitpicky, but controlling, I think, is a reach. I think it's a reach. I think it's a stretch. At least for me, because I don't like to control people. Oh, and also, we give out the best advice because we're problem Stop it. Because we're problem solvers. We're like natural born problem solvers. We know how to solve a problem, or we have the best advice to solve a problem. Like we know like the most efficient way to do something. I'm mostly action oriented, but sometimes like as Virgos, we get into this point where we have analysis paralysis, as they call it, where like we analyze all these different decisions and options and stuff like that we pretty much like do nothing. We end up staying still and not making a choice, decision, or action, which I notice that I go through that often with like budgeting my celebrity transformations and like figuring out, okay, like this is the materials I need, this is how much it costs, blah, 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 blah. But then like weighing options of how much it costs and how much is worth it. I get into that point when I think about all the different variables, options, and stuff like that I end up like not doing the celebrity transformation, or it takes a very, very long time for me to do the celebrity transformation. That's what that analysis paralysis is, and I feel like a lot of Virgos go through it. A lot. We are just like always constantly thinking about the best way possible to the point that we end up like doing nothing. But I know that some Virgos seem like cold and distant, but that's like only because we are so like, we're sensitive people. We just are. We're sensitive people, and we guard our heart so much just to make sure that we just don't get hurt. So it's not you for the most part, and we're not like emotionally deficient for the most part, but like we just seem super cold because we are like tender, sensitive beings. We are, you know, we do feel emotions and we're in touch with our emotions, but sometimes it can be overwhelming or too much. But we can seem monotone though. I do have to say we do seem monotone. Like we just like have a similar, you can't tell if we're happy, sad, afraid, scared, which I think is hilarious, but I think that's like a traditional trait for Virgos, is like we seem like we don't feel anything. Okay, that just got pinker. Yeah, and like that comes from that like quote that I read earlier. It's like, you know, we get like disappointed to the point that we like close off our emotions. What else? And like because we're like logical, analytical, and then emotional, we have like this constant battle of like, okay, should I act emotionally because this is how I feel right now, or should I just go and act logically? Okay, I'm gonna start the other eye now, and I'm gonna do more greens just to satisfy y'all green people. Oh, like I said, we tend to be like homebodies. We love our home, we love our space. We like our space to be a certain way. You know, we like to decorate our space and like have our space reflect who we are as people. And like sometimes like we rather be in our homes than go out and go out to eat or go out to party, or like just go out just like in general. Be like, nah, I just kind of rather like be home and like binge watch reality TV or read this book, or you know, like for me, like I just rather stay home because, you know, like our homes are kind of like our safe space that we can be ourselves. And we just feel like the most comfortable there. Just kind of like having brain space to ourselves. Just kind of like not worrying about what other people think or feel about us. Virgos are usually clever or really witty, so don't underestimate a Virgo at all. We just have like a certain level of like brain power of like understanding certain things, or just kind of like we're quick on our feet when it comes to like our mentals. We're usually the smart cookie of the bunch, especially those ones that pretend to not be as smart as they really are. We be like that. It's usually those people that be like, no, I'm not really that smart, and then be like a freaking evil genius. Those are usually Virgos. I'm like doing something different with this eye. I'm not sure if it's gonna be good though. We also like to help others. I know. Shocking, right? So like our criticalness of like other people usually comes from the part of ourselves that we just want to help, and it just seems like really mean or aggressive or bitchy, but we are just trying to help assist out. That's where like it just comes from helping others. So we don't even mind like doing favors for our loved ones, just helping people like in need. You might even see us like doing like a lot of charity work and stuff like that, because we're just like very helpful people. And sometimes, you know, with us giving our 2 cents, it's just not welcomed or not put in the right way, but it comes from a good place in our hearts. It's just not the best place. Not the best way. The way it comes out isn't the best way. Now, as Virgos, we do have a high standard for things. Now, it may not be in everything, but we may be like a little, you know, bougie or picky, which is fine. Which is fine. I'm bougie AF, and I don't mind it. I actually love being bougie because I know that I deserve the best that I can get. We like rather be patient and wait for either the right time to comfortably like afford things or comfortably do things or find the right partner, like romantic partner. Like we rather wait than to like just do it just because you want it now. And wow, they just decided to play music, huh? They really just decided to play music. So I'm gonna try a double cut crease, but this is probably gonna be horrible. So I'm sorry that music's playing. Hopefully y'all can't hear it, but it's pissing me off. So yeah, because like for me, I know I'm bougie. I have high standards. I don't like waiting in lines for things, like waiting in lines to see like celebrities. I've done it before. It's not cute. I don't like, you know, just like low quality stuff. If you're going to take me out on a date, don't take me to Applebee's. Don't take me to Red Lobster. I want to go to like, not a classy restaurant, but damn, a good restaurant that got good Yelp reviews and shit like that. I'm just that type of person, and I don't mind it. Like, we like the finer things in life, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be like the regular like designer bag bougie, but sometimes it's just like, all right, you want to invest in these like $1,200 cowboy boots or to get like a really nice couch. So I did this cut crease and I think I failed. We are great planners because we plan for literally everything, every freaking thing. You know, planning events, planning, you know, parties, planning vacations, all that. Like for me, like you might even be into like planner stuff. And then we're also like really good at multitasking as well. Like we can do a few things at once because there's just like a lot in our mind. And again, with like us wanting to be as efficient as possible, that's where that comes from. When you come across a Virgo, if you're not one already, they will definitely change your life. Now, is it for the better or for the worse? Well, that depends on the person, like the Virgo, but they will change your life. They will teach you a lesson in life, whether they mean to or not. Oh, I noticed because when I was looking at the different Virgo celebrities, I noticed like a lot of politicians or people like at the top of their industry or end up having like their own companies and businesses and stuff like that. But we strive for leadership positions and like positions of power. That because we are very good decision makers. We are very good leaders because we have like a lot of qualities that is really good for a leader. And also in those leadership positions, they're usually positions that like inspire people in one way or another, or they're in control of like changing people's lives, hopefully for the better, but usually, like I said, like politician or inspire people, like, you know, singers, actors and stuff like that. But it's usually singers and actors that have their own like production companies or record labels or stuff like that, or even businesses. We are loyal. We're loyal to the bone. Like I said, ride or die. We're loyal. We won't leave you for anything unless it's something like super like bad, like a cardinal sin or something like that. Like we just don't go anywhere. Like when we really like you, we ain't going nowhere, especially if you treat us right. Like if you don't, like, you know, you'll probably be dead because we're spiteful. We're spiteful as hell. Oh my God, don't piss off a Virgo. Just don't. If you want to have a good life, if you want to not have to go to therapy, just don't piss off a Virgo like at all. Because you will feel it. You will feel it. Because we have that, you know, intelligent mind, we'll figure out the exact way of how to get you back and how to make your life either hell or painful or just mess with you for the rest of your life or long enough that it feels like it's for the rest of your life. Oh, that's another thing that people don't really talk about like that. But like friends and family is very important for us and to us. Like we are very, like, because of our loyalty, and we just have like really big hearts that like friends and family is like very important. We're usually close to at least a friend or a family member or some type of form of family. And like I can attest to that because family is everything for me. We're not the type of people who have like a lot of friends, We have a few friends, but that are like family and like are for life. Oh yeah, and that's another thing I feel like people don't really credit us for, is that like we have a need to express ourselves, whether it's creatively or through like our decor, our clothes. I feel like we just need like an outlet to be like, this is me and this is who I am. Also, we love to learn new things. Like we love to watch like documentaries or just something, or just like learn a new skill. Is that cute? It's either cute or horrible, but I just figured that'll be cute to have something like break through the 3 layers of eyeshadow. But it may just be just horrible and the worst thing I ever did in makeup. So now we're gonna move on to doing my face. We just kind of have like a way of like cataloging, there we go, information in our brains. And we're very picky on how we spend our time, especially with people, but just in general, because like, again, the whole efficiency thing, you know, like we can be like, I can be doing like this and that instead of spending my time doing this dumb shit, especially with people. With people, we'd be like, you better be worth it, or else I'm going home. But then here are some negatives, because I mostly did positives in the beginning, because I didn't want to be like, Virgos suck, because we don't. But I wanted to do like more positive stuff in the beginning, and now I keep looking down because I'm looking for stuff to use. But now we are gonna get into like a little bit of negative stuff, negative traits Virgos can have. Like I said, it's not everybody who's a Virgo that has these traits, but these are common traits found in Virgos, but it's not everybody. I said the monotone thing, and also I feel like Virgos sometimes like have weird voices. Like for me, like my voice is weird. It's different. It's unique, which I'm happy about being unique, but it's an interesting one. And like the same thing with like Beyonce, like she always sounds like she's on the verge of tears when she's like talking. Like I don't know if anyone else like noticed that, but my mom noticed it and I was like, yeah, you right, because she do like sound like she's on the verge of tears. Like our voices, like for me, like my voice is shaky, her voice is shaky. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes, I always tell my mom that he sounds like a Muppet. Like he should deadass like do a voice on Sesame Street. But it's not like everybody, but that's like not like a proven. Like I said, nitpicky is one of them. We can be very nitpicky and like naggy as well. Like for me, I'm literally the naggiest person you can ever meet. Like I'm super naggy. Just ask my mother. Like I can really get on your case about stuff. But she uses my nagginess to her advantage, because like I help her like stay on track. Because she knows like I can get on her case about things. Also, we can have a mean streak. You know, we have a sharp tongue, and sometimes, especially like for me, I'm impatient. I'm not sure if that's a Virgo trait, but I am impatient. And so I can be like really snappy or aggravated. And also with Virgos in general is that we have sharp tongues. Like we know exactly what to say to make you burst out into tears. And so like don't get into like a fight with us or anything like that, or expect to cry. Like end the fight crying if you do, because we know exactly what to say to make you burst out into tears, or it's gonna end in a fight. Like we can be just very like venomous with what we say. We can hold a grudge forever, take it to the grave forever. And it not really affect us like that. You just like that person just doesn't exist anymore. We can also be super judgmental as well. Like I have to put myself in check a lot. This nose contour is going left. It's going all the way left. Going back to the sharp tongue thing, we usually cannot take what we dish though. Like if you say something as bad as what we said to you, we'll like probably like burst down to tears, or again want to fight. Ooh, that came out nice though. Look at that side. Oh, you cannot win an argument or a debate with a Virgo. Impossible. Impossible, because we always have to have the last word and we always have to be right. So we also have a temper that is unstoppable.
Like I'm some type of man. It's not even a word yet. That's the type of man I am.
We can just like lash out, or like, you know, like, okay, Lemonade when Beyonce was busting up all them cars. Like we have that type of temper. All right, so that's pretty much all of the personality traits that I have. I know it was a lot. Actually, probably did too much research. Now we're going to move on to compatibility, and compatibility will be really, really quick. The biggest compatibilities, there's also a couple of more, but these are the ones that I see the most. Cancers. Now, I can attest to that because my mom's a Cancer. So, like, we are just like peanut butter and jelly. Like, we just love each other so much. We get along very well. And like, I feel like being in like either a relationship, friendship, family, whatever with Cancers for Virgos, it's like a very balanced relationship. It's very like give and take. Like, you're both gonna put your all into the like friendship, relationship, family, you know, romantic, whatever. Like, you're both gonna put the same amount of effort into it. And you both kind of have the same concerns of like, okay, like, is this person going to mess with my heart or treat it right or whatever. Both having those concerns will actually lead to like being able to trust each other faster, because then you can like kind of like be more in touch with your emotions more with Cancers, and be nurtured by Cancers, especially like after being so critical of yourself. Cancers be like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it, like, it's not even that serious. I feel like I get along with Cancers very, very well. I notice that I gravitate towards other Virgos and other Leos as well. So I'll move on to Virgos first before the last one. It's like with Virgos and relationships, like, it is one of the best relationships because like we understand each other and our thought processes. And so like I feel like having that is like super duper like important for people to understand like just how we operate. And so to have like another Virgo is kind of like birds of a feather flock together, like understand our spaces, our emotions, and all that stuff. So, you know, it's kind of like self-explanatory that two signs would get along. Not every sign gets along with their sign in relationships. I feel like Virgos are like the poster child of two of the same sign getting along in relationships. And then the last one is Pisces. Now, I believe in this one because I just believe earth and water signs go together really, really well. And Cancer and Pisces are both water signs. And also Virgo and Pisces are opposite each other. So they're like on opposite sides of the zodiac wheel. And it's kind of very similar to like Cancer relationships. It's like y'all will understand, like a Pisces will help you to understand and be comfortable with your emotions. It's a whole opposites attract type of situation. And Pisces can help Virgos ease their critical side and like perfectionist side. And also like y'all can both dive into like either spiritual or philosophy. Philosophical. There we go. Philosophical theories together. Virgos can help like Pisces kind of more so be more structured and methodical in life as well, because they are very flowy and like kind of go with the flow of things instead of being more like diligent. Okay, so now I'm going to do 13 different like memes and quotes to see like if I agree with them or not, and then y'all can sound off down below to see, be like, yeah, I agree with that, I'm totally like that, or nah, that's not true. So number one is, when a Virgo is really feeling you, they will try to help you with everything no matter how busy they may be. Which I'm like so on that, because for me, like, I'm just such an independent person that, you know, I'll like you, I'll help you with some things, but like if I'm busy, I'm busy, yo. If I got shit to do, I got shit to do. And then like, you know, because I'm just like that type of person. I'm not really one to like make room just because I like you. And if you ask me for help, if I have time to help, then yeah. But if I don't, then nah, son, you're gonna have to find somebody else. Next is, Virgos don't mess around when it comes to their career, money, and most importantly, family. I believe that because for me, don't mess with my money. Like, you would get cut, don't mess with my money, don't mess with my career. Like, I'm trying to get things done because it is for my family. So I definitely agree with that. So that's a yes. So that was number two. Number three. So Virgos die a little inside when they ask for help because they are naturally independent people. I agree with this one. I've learned how to ask for help more, but I like really rather do it myself. Like, I had learned I had to hire people to do a certain project, wink wink. Like, I was like, damn, I really wish that I could just do it myself and it not be a problem. But it's always like, you know, the better option if you can delegate, especially when you have so many things to do. So I agree with that one. Okay, I like this one. So when a Virgo doesn't want to be bothered, you will know. The one thing they can't hide is how annoyed or irritated they are at the moment. Yeah, which this is so true, because like I just can't hide my face. I can't hide the way that I feel. And like, you know, I'm gonna try to act like everything's okay, but it's very, very hard for me to like kind of like keep it a secret how I feel, especially if I'm like annoyed, I don't want to be somewhere, I don't like somebody. Like it's very hard for me to keep like a content face. So I agree with that one. All right, so that was number 3, I think, right? Oh, I love this one too. Okay, let me just put on my lash first. Okay, so the next one is, I hate that I cry when I'm frustrated because people think they hurt my feelings, but I really just trying not to kill you. Which is so true, because that goes with that Virgo temper. I'm telling you, y'all. If y'all not a Virgo, I'm telling you, like, because like I do, like, for me, I do cry when I can't put my hands on you. I really want to, but God is looking at me and my mother raised me right. But like literally, yes, I relate to this 110%. Like I just feel like, oh. And I'm not saying that you guys need to be fighting out there, but I'm just saying that, like, for me, in order to release my frustration, like, I have to cry. But I'm not crying because you hurt my feelings. Okay, I love this one too because it's so cute. I am a very giving person, but I won't let you touch my stuff, which, very true. Because when my mom be moving stuff, I'd be like, Mom, why are you moving that? Why? Nuh-uh, like just everything goes off. The sound, the alarms go off, the police show up, the firemen show up. They're like, nope, don't be touching her stuff. Like, because like for me, like I'm just so particular about, and I'm methodical about where I put my stuff. So when you touch it, it's a problem. When you move it, it's a problem. So I agree with that one 110%. Like I'll give you if you need something, but don't just take it, don't move it, don't look at it. This is funny. This kind of equates to us being like antisocial or like not wanting to leave the house. Let me just go get my tweezers real quick. Shit, where's my tweezers? Hold on, let me put my lash on again. Because this damn Duo lash glue, y'all know how I feel about Duo lash glue. You know when you text back, I'll see. I'm not coming. I was never coming. I never considered it. Never gave it a second thought. Only remembered because you asked again. Like that is totally me. Is not even funny. Because like for me, like I just don't like to leave my house unless like I'm really feeling it, which is not a lot. But I've been working on that before this goddamn virus. But yeah, I was like that type of person. I was like, sure, yeah, I'll think about it, and then like never come. But like I'm doing like a lot better now with that. Who else is like that? Like let me know down below, because I can't be the only one who's like that. I just can't. I refuse. Oh, okay. Here are 10 things you should not do with a Virgo, okay? Start a pointless conversation. That's totally me. Like don't, if you ain't got something important to say, don't contact me, don't look at me, don't touch me, just don't even breathe in my direction if you ain't got something important to say or good to say or meaningful to say. Like question their intelligence. Now those of you who are not Virgos who are watching this video, if you want to push a Virgo's buttons, act like they are stupid. Just like literally just act like they're stupid, because that will drive us crazy. Force them to listen to your shitty music. That is definitely true. Don't make me listen to your music and like it's legit trash. Like don't make me listen to Lil Yachty, who's also a Virgo, but I don't even know how. He has to be like in early Virgo season, because I just don't even know. I just don't even know how. But don't let me listen to those new rappers that sound like literally all the same, have all the same tracks, have all the same flows. Like like we're not gonna be friends. Tell them to lose or gain weight. Just don't tell us what to do. Oh, take their jokes seriously and sensitively. That's another one. I definitely agree with that, because we are funny people. I feel like we do crack jokes, but it has to be with like the right person. It really has to be with the right person. Because we can be freaking hilarious. Like also in the celebrities list, I'm not gonna like say all the celebrities that I found, but a lot of them were comedians. Tell them that they're wrong, even if they were. Again, don't act like we're stupid. If you say that we're wrong, even when we are wrong, we're just gonna go crazy. I have a debate with this. Be spontaneous. Because I feel like that's something that Virgos need to learn, is to not be as like rigid or like having to plan everything. Because I'm trying to learn how to be more spontaneous myself, or give them illogical rules to follow. So let me know if y'all agree with that or not. I'm like running out of makeup to do. So I'm just gonna do one more of these quotes. I thought I was gonna do a lot more and like run through these, but my ass keeps talking. This is also true. So Virgos be like, me knowing I'm about to say something I shouldn't, but of course I'm gonna say it anyways because that's who the fuck I am. Like literally, yes. Because my ass always want to say something that I know that I should not say. I know it's gonna create a problem. I know it's gonna start a whole thing, but my ass gonna say it anyway. Okay, and then that's the last one that I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to talk about the famous celebrities now after I do my lips. All right, so here are the famous Virgos. Like I said, we got the Queen Bee, Beyonce. Obviously, she's on the 4th of September. Also, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. 2020 was a shitty fucking year. Zendaya's a Virgo. Keke Palmer. 2 Chainz, who was literally... I don't know why. It's probably because he's a Virgo, but I just love him so much. We got Trixie Mattel. She's a Virgo. She just made it. I think she's on the 23rd. Relatively. My lips. I don't know. Me and lipstick lately just have not been getting along, like, at all. Let's see. Who else? Oh, so these are some of the political leaders that we got. We got Bernie Sanders. Prince Harry's a Virgo, which I was like, what? But there's a few, like the Prime Minister of India is a Virgo, and there's like a whole bunch. Even like the old motherfuckers, like we got Louis the 16th, which I mean, that's nothing to be proud of, but he's barely a Virgo too. I think he's also on the 23rd. We got, like I said, Patrick Mahomes. Keanu Reeves shares the same birthday as I do. We got Taraji P. Henson, also Jada Pinkett Smith, and you know, it wasn't really Virgo-like of her for her entanglements to get out. I'm just saying, because Virgos can keep secrets and keep stuff under wraps, because we usually keep that locked up. We have Mother Teresa, so that's where that, like, you know, wanting to work of service and improve things for the better. We have Stephen King, and we have Tim Burton. We have Pink. We have Salma Hayek. We have Cameron Diaz, Jennifer Hudson, Nick Jonas, 2/5 of One Direction. We have Niall and Liam from One Direction. We have Adam Sandler. We have Wiz Khalifa. We have Tom Ford and Karl Lagerfeld. Rest in peace to him as well. Jenna Marbles, which I didn't know, which makes sense because of her humor. We have Idris Elba, Ludacris, Nas, Amy Poehler, George R.R. Martin. So like a lot of authors are Virgos, because that comes with that Mercury energy of communication. Ava DuVernay and Gloria Estefan. So those are a few of the celebrity names. This is the final look. This is my original look that I wanted to do for both eyes, but I decided to do like more of a classic green look just to satisfy people who feel like green is totally a Virgo color, which it is, but I feel like we're also more like warm browns as well, because we're still a part of summer. So I am going to put on my wig and finish up this video. Alright, hopefully I don't look crazy. I just quickly put on a wig because I just didn't know what to do with my hair. I probably do look freaking sane. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you relate to anything that I said in this video, please let me know down below. And if there's any experiences you've had that showed your personality traits as a Virgo, or if you aren't a Virgo, your experiences with Virgos down below in the comments. And just let me know. I will be having one of these once a month for each season and each beginning of the season. So stay tuned for that. I will be talking more about astrology, numerology, herbs, crystals, candles, craft stuff, tarot, all that good stuff, because I just feel like it's just fun to talk about, and like more people are just getting more into spirituality and esoterica and stuff like that. So I figured to put it in a cute package, which is makeup. Anyway, I've talked enough this whole video, so I'll just let y'all go now. So anyway, as always, please love yourself, and I will see you next video. Mwah!